You're now watching The Wash Daily. Today in news, 65% of the residents of New Jersey support legal cannabis, the expungement of previous crimes, and decriminalization of cannabis. Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey, has been really active in trying to get folks in New Jersey to accept cannabis, and they're looking towards cannabis legalization for two things. First of all, to remove people from the judicial system, from the legal system, and take them out of prisons, and remove records of criminal convictions around cannabis, which would allow for people in New Jersey to start voting and own guns and get better jobs. The other thing is they would spend so much less money by not arresting people for cannabis. They could put that money towards much better programs. Also news, the cannabis job market is seeing a lot of growth, whereas other jobs aren't growing at all. In fact, a lot of people are really hurting for work. A lot of industries are pretty much shut down, but not cannabis. They're seeing a 50% increase in their work demand. Jobs like bud tenders and growers, there's a lot of compliance jobs, managers of dispensaries. That market went from 160,000 jobs to 290,000 jobs over the next few years. There's going to be a lot of jobs related to cannabis and the cannabis industry. Very exciting time to be involved in cannabis. Not only that, but outside of the jobs around cannabis, cannabis has a number of benefits for the environment. It decontaminates the soil the plants are being grown in. It reduces CO2 emissions. It gives businesses a carbon negative rating. For carbon dioxide, businesses are allowed to claim carbon negativity when they're growing hemp, because hemp naturally reduces the amount of CO2 in the air by eating it, because hemp eats CO2. Also in news, the United States has now 6 more approvals for the federal cannabis program. Illinois, South Dakota, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, as well as a few more indigenous tribes. The Comanche Nation, the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, and the Apache tribe of Arizona have had their hemp programs approved through the federal government. There's a few states who aren't going to submit proposals. New York is one of them. They say that regulations around legal hemp are very difficult and don't make a lot of business sense. Other states agree with New York's position instead of submitting their own programs. They're going to stay out of it altogether. It's unfortunate that legal hemp is having such a difficult time finding its way to the marketplace, and that we still aren't getting alternatives to cotton and plastic made from petroleum and a number of other things. Smokable hemp is on the rise. Some experts predict that smokable hemp is going to replace tobacco altogether. Industrial hemp is not without its enemies, of course. It would replace petroleum, plastic, and tobacco, and a number of other big parts of our economy. The total number of approved plans is now at 69. Thanks for watching The Wash Daily.